I think I'm finally ready to. I think I'm finally ready to talk about the Eagles season. Like we got blown out in Tampa. And because we got blown out in Tampa after what was supposed to be a very good season, I saw the Eagles fan base, half of it collapse and be like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then after watching the divisional round and seeing some of this quarterback play, I seen a lot of oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, let me tell you, this season I said we could go 11-5. We ended up 9-7. And there were multiple games on the schedule where you're like, hey, we probably should have won that game. But we found a way to lose because we're a young team and that's what young teams do. But out of everything, I said we was a playoff team. And we ended up being a playoff team. The record was off, but the playoff team I was correct about. I said at the beginning of the season, Jalen Hurts has to play good enough to be my quarterback next season. Because from all I've heard about this quarterback draft, it's not good. And from what I've seen with the potential people that are around, they don't line up with what the Eagles got. And trading for somebody does not make sense. So, if we're going to get a quarterback, we got to get a young quarterback. Especially just because how this cap situation works with the NFL. You better off swinging for a young quarterback. Because that's the upside. Like, watch. Aaron Rodgers might be available. Russell Wilson might be available. But they're not available in their prime. Deshaun Watson, that never happens. But again, Deshaun Watson has his situations. And Deshaun Watson also does have a contract. That's anyway. Back to what I was saying. Jalen Hurts has to play good enough to be my quarterback next year. That's what I've been saying the whole season. Hey, I said it whenever we had that stretch where we were playing like the Panthers, Oakland, like a lot of boo-boo teams and stuff. I was like, yo, he has to win because we can't just end up being 1-6. Like, 1-6 don't make sense. Like, if we 1-6, bro, you're not it. But he won games. That's what we ask. Hey, Jimmy Garoppolo in the championship game. It's not pretty, but he wins games. It's like, yeah, we want Mahomes, we want Allen, we want what the AFC got. But hey, you gotta win your division first. Jalen Hurts is capable to win our division. Then you gotta win your conference. We've seen the NFC when it comes to quarterback play. It ain't crazy. And then you have to have a good enough team to be able to win one game called the Super Bowl. You have a good enough team to go up against a Mahomes, against a Brady. Is Jalen Hurts has shown he's capable of scoring 35 points. It's gonna be an ugly 35 points, but he's capable of scoring 35 points. It's a ugly 31 points, but he scores it. It's like it happens. Is your defense good enough to maybe make that a 24-27 game where it's more 24-21? Is your defense good enough to hold these super high-power offenses to 17 points for a winner wins all game? So first you got to win your division. Right now he's the second best quarterback in the division. If our roster gets better than Dallas, I think our coaching is better than Dallas. We can win our division. That puts us in the playoffs. Because we win our division, and I believe we can string out enough W's against out of conference play that we're a high enough. Nah, there's. Hey, I don't think we're a 1 seed type team. That 1 seed year, hey, that was crazy. But I don't see us being 1 seed next year. So I don't see a bye. Hey, can we play a team that barely makes it in? Can we play a 9-7 team and take care of business against bad teams? We beat bad teams. So if we become a slightly better team next year and we can beat a 9-7 team, all right, we're in the divisional round. Next you get to the division round, hey, you move on from there. But hey, Jay, look at the NFC quarterbacks. I really want you to look at the NFC quarterbacks. I'm not asking Jalen Hurts to be Mahomes. I'm asking him to be better than Kirk Cousins. Better than Kirk Cousins. I'm asking him to be better than Garoppolo. Hey, I'm asking him to be better than Kyler Murray. Or as long as on point with Kyler Murray. And I really wanted to play Kyler Murray again because last time Hurts and Kyler Murray were on the same field, they looked like equals. Similar. They're okay. I need him to be good enough as Dak Prescott. Those aren't Mahomes. That's not Herbert. That's not Burrow. And hey, maybe next year, those guys come down to earth a bit. And y'all look in and be like, yo, the top 5 quarterbacks, it's like, yo, hey, these guys are special. Top 7. But once you get to 9 to 19, them hoes, is he 13? Is he 15? Is he 12? Is he 16? I mean, hey, you putting him 15. Like Tannehill versus Mayfield. Who better? Tannehill, Mayfield. Then you put Heineke. You put Matt Ryan in there. Who better? Jameis Winston. Who better? Huh? It's a lot of malarkey. I'm asking him to be the 11th best quarterback, the 9th best quarterback. I'm asking him to continue to not make mistakes. Next year, I'm fine with him being quarterback. And if he chooses to stink up the joint, I'm fine kicking the tires on Minshew. Cause it's like next year there's supposed to be some good quarterbacks. Dude from Clemson, Bryce Young. There's supposed to be some good young quarterbacks coming in next year. So if we're gonna move all our chips to the table for a quarterback, let's do it next year. If we get the rest of the team right and we like, nah, these receivers code, this defense code, this offense code, he's sticking up the joint, we've narrowed it down. And I know people like, yo, you can't just waste a year. It's not wasting a year because he shown he can make it to the playoffs. Now that you made it to the playoffs, can you win a game next year? Can you win 2 games in the playoffs? Then, perception changes. Perception changes real quick. So I ain't even really tripping about the outside noise talking about this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Nah, that's outside noise. That's outside noise. I watched 17 games. I watched 20 games because I watched the preseason too. I watched like 95% of our snaps. I missed some kickoffs. I missed some drives. 95% of our snaps I've watched. We had a good season. This defense, we're going to need to retool. This offense, we're going to need to refine. This is just the end of season video. We're too far out away from free agency. We're too far out away from the draft to really start talking about our real off-season talk. This is just to review the season. Later on, I'm going to come back. I'm going to review the roster. I'm going to see who gone, who not. And then when we get closer to free agency, I'm going to give a free agency target video. I'm huge on Allen Robinson right now. I'm intrigued by DJ Chark if you can get him at a right price. If you can get Allen Robinson around like 9 to 11 million a year for like 3 years, so like a 3-year, 33 million type deal, and you can get DJ Chark on like a 2 for 11. I could be intrigued. I could really be intrigued. And then I believe Mechie in the second or third. You don't have to go. You don't have to use a first on a offensive player unless you want to get a lineman. Hey, but yeah, we're too far out. We don't even really know where people gonna start sliding out in the draft to talk about the draft. We don't know combine results. We don't know what type of injuries are gonna take place between here and there. Knock on wood. Hope everyone okay, but like it happened. Too much to know. But anyway, this was a very successful season. I know I complained a lot of the season, but no, this was a successful season. From the goals that were set out at the beginning of the season, we achieved. You would want to be more competitive in the playoffs, but hey, look, Washington was competitive against Tampa Bay and they lost last year. What happened to them? They fell apart this season, bro. So we just need to do a better job adding on what we have. Because that's Washington's problem. They weren't able to add on what they had from last year. They rolled out the same unit. Everybody else got better. Oh, my bad. But hey, we had a very successful season. But we'll be back with more off-season talk.